Hey, Morning Star, and welcome to the, oh gosh, it's February now, monthly Band of Brothers meeting. Welcome. I hope this video finds you well. This week's, it's been a hard week for me, man. Let me tell you. I started out, preparing for the message I was going to give, and about lunchtime today. Today's Friday, so for those that are watching this, it's not Saturday morning. About lunchtime Friday, I'm just sitting there scrolling through Facebook, and I'm a big follower of Dave Ramsey and his, ways to get out of debt, and a lot of it's biblically based stuff too. But he had a post on today that kind of changed my entire, I don't know, not outlook, but it made me realize something in this season that I'm in that I'd kind of been detached from. And he said, if you celebrate Friday too much, it might be a sign that you need to change what you're doing Monday through Thursday. So I'm getting to thinking here. I'm like, typically today I would be excited for the weekend. If you guys don't know, I work a normal Monday through Friday job, but this weekend is special. Monday is a federal holiday, President's Day. So it's actually a 3-day weekend for me. But I really wasn't excited. I was just like, it's just another day, But definitely in times past, I have always looked forward to the weekend. It's Friday, you don't have to work. Saturday's usually a free day. You get to hang out, do things around the house, spend time with your wife, with your family, and then, Sunday's church. And then, typically in that fashion, about Sunday evening, the slump hits, and you're just like, gotta go back to work. But this time of year is hard for me. It's hard in the sense that it gets dark early. I can't comfortably be outside doing what I like to do, as compared to the summer months. Like I said, it's cold, and I find myself going to bed earlier this time of year, always, which may not be a bad thing, but I always get in a slump, and I think that's because it is hard this time of year. So it's February. For us guys, or women too, we have the fall, you have hunting season, you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas, your family's together. Even during the COVID season, we've still somehow managed to come together and be together. It may be a little different than years past, but once December's over, then what? We have January. January is usually not too bad. We're still thriving off that high of celebration from December, but February hits. And you get in a slump, or I get in a slump. I don't want to do anything. It's cold. It's miserable. I'm cooped up inside, and I hate it. But going back to that whole Monday through Friday thing, is that made me realize it's not just Monday through Thursday. It's not just Monday through Thursday for me right now. It's Monday through Saturday, or maybe Monday through Monday. Maybe it's just something I've been keeping going. And I realized today that maybe I've lost a little bit of joy in my life. The things that I like to do, I like to be, typically, I have my job. I have my 8 to 4 or 9 to 5, whatever typical work schedule. But then, as soon as that clock hits, I'm done. I'm out flipping the laptop off. I'm going outside. I'm doing housework. I'm doing, stuff out here in the forge, making my knives. I'm playing with guns or toys or, whatever other cool stuff I play with. Not now. Not now. And it hit me today that without all that stuff, it's affected not outwardly how I am, but how I feel internally. That happiness that comes. And it got me thinking today that number one, this time of year, yeah, it sucks. But this time of year, my joy, maybe throughout the entire year, is in the wrong place. Now, I'm not talking biblically. I do have joy in the Lord, 100%. But I also take joy in other things. But I want to relate this to our walk because it is so easy to mistake the joy of the world as true joy as Christ intended. So I'm going to take you to the 16th Psalm. I'm going to read the whole thing. And it's called, "You Will Not Abandon My Soul." It says, "Preserve me, O God, for in you I take refuge. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. I have no good apart from you. As for the saints in the land, they are excellent ones, in whom is all my delight. The sorrows of those who run after another god shall multiply. Their drink offerings of blood I will not pour out, or take their names on my lips. The Lord is my chosen portion, and in my cup you hold my lot. The lines have fallen for me in pleasant places. Indeed, I have a beautiful inheritance. I bless the Lord who gives me counsel. In the night also my heart instructs me. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be shaken. Therefore my heart is glad, and my whole being rejoices. My flesh also dwells secure, for you will not abandon my soul, or let your Holy One see corruption. You make known to me the path of life, and in your presence there's fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." The key portion of that psalm right there, in your presence there is a fullness, a complete fullness. The cup is overflowing fullness, not just fullness. It is an active, it's not just talking about something that is full. It is a fullness, something that is continuing to pour out. And that's something that I had lost after, the January and February months. And it just gets me into something. I had lost that fullness of joy because I was not quite, I wouldn't say the Christian that I needed to be, but I would say maybe I got into a slump. Maybe I didn't read my Bible every day like I thought I should. Maybe I didn't speak out to my guy friends and keep that conversation going that we always have about the Lord. And maybe I found myself to be a recluse. Maybe I took some stress from my Monday through Friday job and brought it home. All of that got in the way maybe of finding that true joy. But I just want you guys to focus on that fullness. Like, what does that mean to you? Fullness is, it's a continual thing. And I'm going to leave you with one more verse today. I want to keep this kind of short. But it talks about being filled. And being filled, it can't come from all those things that, like earlier I was telling you about, that kind of keep me joy throughout the other 9 months of the year, especially when it comes to being outside. And man, I long for the spring and those, like the end of March. You get another hour or two, and then by June it's like, man, the sun doesn't set, and you're outside, and you're just out in that presence. And I think that I needed a kick in the butt this month that says, hey, get back out there. Find that presence. Find where God is. But I want to leave you guys with this today. It says, this is coming from Romans 15. verse 13. It says, may the God of hope, may He fill you up with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. And I've talked about this verse before, about how hope and joy and love and all that is intertwined in your soul, and how important each one plays an impact on your walk with Christ. And think about that fullness as you go about this next month, or tomorrow, or whenever. But focus on that fullness and focus on where it comes from, and understand that the joy comes from the Father.